Okay, see that we're live. Hi there, guys. Welcome to STG Weekly, episode number 90. We're starting with Sora here. That's courtesy of Orange Juice and localized by Fruitback Factory. I'm happy to welcome a very special guest, Jaimers. Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Jaimers?
hey guys. It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back on STG Weekly. Just to let you know, unfortunately, the rest of the STG Weekly crew have other things um, and weren't able to join us, but we're going to make this a great episode. Um, and we're excited to bring you this game that we've actually been in negotiations with the localization company Fruitbat Factory, and I just like to give a shout out to Jockey or Yaka or Yaki that gave us permission to stream this episode, and also was really generous with some codes for all of the review copies. You might know uh, this game and Orange Juice from other board games like 100% Orange Juice. Also, the Suguri series, which was put out by Rock and Android, who we've worked with in the past. So yeah, it's really great to come to Sora, which Jaimers, you told me came about 5 years later from the Suguri series. Is that correct?
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It came quite a bit later after Suguri was released, yeah. And they improved pretty much on everything, on the whole concept of the Suguri concept, yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about what would you say that was improved from Suguri as opposed that came up into Sora. Like, what do you think got polished? Yeah, so let's.
I think mostly the level design was
Mm,
yeah, a bit better designed. And of course, the mechanics were fine-tuned, was a bit more smoothed out, a bit more
mm,
balanced, I think. And I think, yes, more interesting thing. Interesting, yeah.
that's great. Um, I really like the graphics here because I think they have such unique, just character design, and in Orange
Yeah,
Juice's it.
the graphics got updated a lot too, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right. Um, and the patterns too. You could see like how that time has passed, and Orange Juice just has refined their craft.
Mm, it's true, yeah.
Mm. So let's see what else we're gonna cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and read what is Sora. I'm gonna read the story, and this is straight from Fruit Bat Factory's website, and you can read about it after this episode and find out for yourself. So here we go. I'm just gonna read the story, and it's really interesting. So let's go. The beautiful blue sky is getting painted darker each passing moment. War. People killing each other. No one even knows who started it anymore. No one even knows how long they have been fighting against each other, forgetting what they are fighting for. People have made themselves into weapons to snuff others out, forgetting their dream of flying freely in the sky. The war has been lasting forever, but the end seems to be at hand. The population has seen a massive decrease, and the whole planet as the battlefield is on the verge of destruction. Knowing all that, people have become weak and keep warring without getting hurt themselves. That way, they are merely postponing the inevitable. During the war, a girl was born. Her name was Sora. She was born with a power for fighting. She was not happy about it, but the people around her were, and they sent her to the battlefield with no thought for her feelings at all. The last war on the worn out planet. Whether it is won or lost, there would be nothing left. Sora did not know the meaning of the fight. So there you have it, the beautiful fighting girl, and you can read more about that. There's a book that was written about that, and it's strangely called "Beautiful Fighting Girl." So I came across that in my
Yeah,
otaku study. So Yeah, it's called Beautiful Fighting Girl by Tamaki Saito. It's translated about 4 years ago. So, you know,
Yeah, the plot of Sora is quite a bit darker than the rest of Football Factory's games. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's
it's
right.
of orange juice. Orange juice. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
quite funny actually.
yeah. I wonder if he just. I wonder what may mark that turn. I hope maybe one day we get to interview Orange Juice and kind of talk to him. Just a little
Yeah.
tidbit. I believe the Dojin community is very tightly knit, and I remember in another episode of STG Weekly, Orange Juice, Zune, and a lot of the other either hang out together, or it's even rumored that they went to high school with one another. So it's very interesting, just how tightly knit the community is over there. So
Yeah.
let's see. Well, without further ado, let's make the. We're chugging along pretty quickly. So hey, let's go ahead and start. The video, which is a hard mode 1cc. Is that correct, Jaimers?
Yeah, it's a hard arcade mode. The arcade mode is where you play through all the stages in order.
Ah, I see.
And if you die once, then it's game over. Yeah. No,
Mm.
in the normal mode, you just play each stage separately. But arcade mode, you play all of them back to back. Yeah.
Ah, I see. I see. Well, can you talk a little bit of the mechanics? I'd rather have you do it first, and then as I play the video, we can talk and elaborate more. But this will give the viewers of STG Weekly that are watching the episode just a little preview of what's to come.
Yeah, the system is a tiny bit complicated. Yeah.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I've many people that don't just see the gameplay usually have no idea what's going on.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's that kind of thing. But it's mechanics are similar to in Suguri.
Okay.
So you have a dash button that you can use to dash to bullets.
Mm-hmm.
There are two types of bullets. There are projectiles, things that are solid, like rockets and missiles. You
Yes.
can't dash to those. You can only dash to things that are energy based, like
I see. So hard. So are those missiles? They're destructible, yeah. The hard
you,
ones,
you can shoot them. Yeah.
you can shoot them, but you can't shoot the energy ones. But you
No,
can
no.
dash through them.
Yeah, that's correct.
Ah, okay, okay, good, good. I'm glad we're elaborating on that. So I assume that, like during the game, there's alternating patterns of destructible missiles, which you can shoot, and then energy. Does that play a part, like in the dash mechanic, using the dash mechanic?
Yeah, it's pretty much navigating what you can and can't dash to, and then
Ah,
trying to destroy enemies that way.
okay. Well, let's see.
For the rest, you have then three weapons that you can choose from. The game features something like 23 different weapons,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah,
Can you name some of these weapons?
uh, there are actually all sorts of things like rifles and bazookas and flamethrowers and machine guns and
Wow.
mines,
Wow.
big lasers.
That's
There are
what I'm talking about.
swords, all kinds of swords. Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot
okay.
of different weapons in this game. Yeah.
Now, when you're talking about swords too, do they do the frequency when you get up close to the enemy? Are certain swords stronger than one another?
Uh, yeah, the swords differ
Uh huh.
from
Uh
each other,
huh.
of course. But
Yes.
of course, you can only use them up close to enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But one quirk of the arcade mode is that you can't switch out weapons between stages. So you have to stick to three weapons that you choose from the start.
I see. I see.
And I opted out to just stick to the default weapons because I think they are the most versatile for all the
Oh
stages.
yeah. How
Yeah.
how how long did you how long did you kind of experiment then with if you use default, like did you go, okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and try using this, and then how long did it take for you to get back and go, wait a minute, I actually like the default weapons better than the other ones?
Yeah, I experimented a bit with the rifles,
I see,
tried
I
them
see.
tried them all out a bit, and then just came to the conclusion that I liked the default one the best.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, this kind of kind of came like that, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And yeah, and some of the weapons are a bit incidental. Can only
Yes.
is yeah. That is not very useful for when you have to do the whole game in back to back. Yeah,
Mm,
you
mm.
want weapons that really are versatile. Yeah,
That's great. So let's go over the weapons that you used then. You had, which rifle did you have?
just the main rifle.
Yeah.
It's yeah, blue shot. Can
Okay.
pierce through weak enemies.
Hmm.
You can also charge it to fire a bit of a burst, but that is not really very useful.
Oh,
And while
okay.
and while dashing, you can fire it off 3 times. But the
Hmm.
strength of the 3 shots is the same as when you just shoot it once while standing still.
I
But
see.
you can shoot it faster that way.
Okay, so the dash, you get to shoot more shots on this, like more shots on the screen, and it's still the
Yeah,
same power. Hmm.
dashing also affects weapons. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And let's see what else. What's this? And the sword weapon? Do you have one? Do you use that one as well?
Yeah, I also
Mm.
use a sword. Yeah, and
Mm.
sword is yeah, it's a sword.
Okay.
You you whack enemies with it,
Uh huh.
and
How?
while dashing, you can do a bit of a spin that also hits a lot of enemies that
I
are close
s-
to you.
I see. How would you uh, is there a ratio that you could say the damage versus the rifle and the sword? Like, I mean, rifle versus the sword. Excuse me.
I don't know the sword at the moment, but they also use the bazooka weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Mm-hmm.
that that one does 320 damage, and the rifle does
Ah.
120. So there actually are 3 buttons for 3 weapons. One is yeah, sort of light. Second is for heavy weapons, and the third is for special weapons like swords and mines and that sort of stuff.
Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get right into. Oh, was there another third weapon? I just want to make sure we got everything in.
Yeah, the bazooka.
Ah, yeah, that's right. The
You
aforementioned
fire a
bazooka.
missile with it. Also, with weapons, the thing is that with dashing, you can cancel the animation of the firing animation.
Ah, I see.
So
So you
that way you can fire your weapons faster.
so the bazooka, which very high damage, but it roots you in place, right? When you fire it,
Yes, but
you
if you
can.
dash, you can cancel that. Yeah.
Ah, I see. I see. Well, that's very challenging. Um, well, let's go ahead and get at it. So, guys, just to recap.
Well,
Oh yeah, is there anything else that you want to include? Please speak at length.
there are also hypers. You can see top left. You can see a number with a bar around it.
Yes.
You can fill that up by grazing bullets and killing enemies
Uh
and getting
huh.
hit. And when you reach a full bar, you can do a hyper attack, which is actually more a bomb than a hyper. You can do
Mm.
you get a shield around you that makes you invincible for a few seconds, and the weapon that you're currently firing, will shoot a much stronger version of what it normally is.
Ah, I see. So, like, you could
That's
do a powered up bazooka shot or something like that.
yes.
Wow.
It's also very important for surviving the levels because you
Mm.
get the invincibility from it.
Let's see.
Maybe the scoring system.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and go into that.
Well, the scoring system is chaining pretty much. It's chaining and it's damage based. So
Like Dodonpachi chaining.
yes,
Mm. Oh,
yes,
I
it's
see.
like Punch, yeah, but it's a bit more lenient than Punch. It's
Oh,
like
good.
I think it's more like Guange chaining than Donpachi chaining.
I see.
Like there are like it's fairly easy to keep it going, but there are like a few spots in the game where it's hard to connect the chain. So it's a bit like a Guange, I think. But yeah, you kill enemies, you shoot enemies for damage, and the damage that gets added to your the chain. And the higher the chain, the more points you get, of course, at the end of the stage.
So the timer cooldown is a bit more is lenient, right? Like it drains slower. You can.
Yeah, you can see it draining in the I think in the preview video. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. It's all right, I think.
Mm. Anything else before we start the video? And
Okay.
okay, we've lost Jaimers. I'm gonna try to get the call back.
That, uh, and we got to look.
Yeah, it was gonna be without any technical difficulties. Did you like that, Jaimers?
Did something happen?
Yeah, yeah, the call got dropped for a little bit. I was saying, okay, without further ado, we're going to start, and then your call dropped for a little moment. So, um,
Oh,
okay,
so I've been talking to nobody then.
no, no, just for that, just for a second. Well, after I said we're going to start. So,
Hello.
okay, well, is there anything else you'd like to include before we start the video?
Skype is a good program.
Skype, you were so good. Oh, and we lost you again for a little bit. So, that's okay.
Are we okay now?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you
Yeah.
now. That was funny because
Okay.
after you said Skype was okay, it dropped the call.
Mm,
You're okay still, Skype? Okay, we're going to start the video. Do you have the video queued up already, Jaimers?
I have it, yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown. So I'll do a 3, 2, 1, click. And on the click, you'll start the video. That way you'll be
Oh,
synced up while we're playing.
I already clicked it.
Oh no! Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's start back.
Again.
Let's rewind. Okay, again. And this one's the real one, okay?
Yes.
On your mark. 3, 2, 1, click. Okay, we started the video. Sora, Suguri 2. Okay, I'm just gonna bump down the volume, game audio. So this is a 1cc by our very own Jaimers. Okay. So we open with
No.
explosions.
Yes.
Okay.
The stage one is it's very straightforward, yeah. Get some enemies there, you can shoot them a bit with the rifle for some extra damage, and then kill them with the bazooka.
Ah,
The bazooka one shots them, but if you shoot them a bit with the rifle, you can get some extra damage
okay.
from them to increase the chain effect.
So are you destroying these close-up enemies with the bazooka shots?
Yes,
Wow, very, very risky.
bazooka does the most damage, so you want to kill the popcorn with the bazooka to get the most damage for your chain. Yeah.
I see.
Pretty much want to put out as much damage as you possibly can to increase the counter for your chain. Here you see me dashing rapidly in the corner of the screen to cancel the animations and get as much bazooka shots out as possible to kill the mid boss as soon as possible. Yeah.
Ah,
And the rest of the stage is mostly these same enemies.
okay, the popcorn you were dealing with earlier with the big... Ah. Oh, it has those caution shots, okay.
These big enemies have a couple of extra weak spots that you can kill for more score. Pretty much extra parts that you can destroy. Most big enemies in the game have multiple parts that you can destroy for extra score.
So you're dashing around a lot. Can you talk a lot about heat? Now you're at max heat level, correct?
Ah, heat, yeah.
Yeah.
If you dash, your heat increases.
Okay, that
And
way
the
you
more
can't dash like as much as you want, right?
you can dash as much as you want, but how higher the heat is, the more damage you take when you get hit.
Ah, I see. So even if you're overheated, you can still dash. Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
So if you get hit at 300% heat, you can get like 3 times as much damage than normal. So you
Ah.
don't want to get hit. It's
Okay.
pretty risk reward in that way. Yeah.
Okay, so you make short work of Alti, the boss, and you give her a big kiss. Are you guys kissing? Oh, Sora and Alt? Okay. I'm not defeated yet.
I think
Okay.
this is a different kind of kiss. I think
Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah.
big explosion.
Oh. She's like, I just want to give you hugs. And then... Okay, so second stage. Okay, so are you testing out the sword, making sure it's working?
And there's nothing happening, so we might as well.
Yeah.
You just kill all the popcorn with the bazooka for the most amount of damage. And then shoot a bit with the rifle to get more damage out of those. And this big enemy has also multiple parts on top and the bottom of the ship, which you can destroy.
Oh, I see.
And more popcorn.
When do you use your rifle over the bazooka?
When an enemy has more health than usual.
I see.
Like
I
if
see.
it would survive a rifle shot, I would shoot it with the rifle a bit and then kill it off with the bazooka for the maximum amount of damage.
Ah, I see.
It's all about optimizing the amount of damage you do.
So you like chip the enemy with the rifle, and then just right before it dies, you pop off the bazooka.
Yes. This map also has a bunch of parts you can destroy. Extra parts on the bottom and top.
Wow.
And you can see me use a hyper for a bit of invincibility to quickly kill it safely. More popcorn. These popcorn are actually pretty dangerous if you leave them alive because they shoot a lot of bullets and missiles.
Ah, I see.
Which could make for a very tricky situation. A lot of the gameplay in the game revolves around speed killing things before they overwhelm you.
Does it have like a caravan style where more enemies come up on the screen if you kill waves faster?
And no, that's not the case.
I see.
But if you kill things too fast, then you will drop your chain.
Oh, I see. So how do you maintain your the rhythm then for not killing enemies too fast? Is it music cues or?
It's not too hard in this stage.
Okay, good. So now we have the second boss, Xie, maybe.
Yes, she has a bit of a gimmick. As you can see, she can turn invisible, and that way you can't lock onto her.
Oh no!
That makes it quite difficult to keep the chain in this fight.
Wow.
Because you have to dash 2 bullets instead.
Okay.
Dashing 2 bullets also increases the chain meter.
Oh. Wow, your damage meter is just going crazy.
Yeah, it's these rocks. You can destroy these rocks for extra score. Yeah.
You're grazing the rocks? Okay.
The rocks, you can destroy the rocks for extra damage, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
it's like asteroids.
When she's invisible, you can still just go up to her and then shoot to kill her that way. But yeah, that was the boss.
Wow, nice job.
But you must want to hyper whenever those rocks come from all directions. Because that is pretty hard to avoid.
Okay, third stage. Oh no, so a laser's being shot at Sora. I like those.
This stage features a lot of these small aircrafts. They shoot pretty fast and also shoot a bunch of missiles that are homing.
I see.
That also track you around for a while. So you have to be really careful about those.
Oh, I can see they launched them and they have a little bit of a lag. Yeah, it's funny. They just came on the screen and they just shoot out like 2 lasers. Oh, now we're seeing a lot. Okay.
They pretty much shoot as soon as they enter the screen. And these big carriers also have a bunch of extra parts you can destroy. And you should probably do that because if you kill these too fast, then your chain will drop. Yeah.
I see.
There's a big laser you can dash for a lot of hyper gauge.
Okay.
It's pretty much just free hyper, yeah.
Free hyper, kind of like the big lasers in Ikaruga. Like if you're on the right color, you can absorb.
Pretty much, yeah. And yeah, the bazooka does more damage than the dash sword, yeah.
I see.
Someone in chat mentioned. Here's a mid boss, you can kill it really fast by just launching a lot of missiles at it, and it's already dead.
Wow, nice job. So you got real close. You were dashing bazooking, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Piper and then to go crazy with the bazooka.
Mm.
This section coming right up is actually one of the hard parts to chain in the game.
Why
You
is
have to
that?
leave this, you have to leave this second ship alive for a bit, because it takes a long while for the third one to appear.
Ah, I see. So, and plus they shoot like a lot of lasers and missiles at you, or a good bit,
Yes,
right?
yes, and you have to dash through those to keep the chain going.
Oh, these circular blades or something like that, or okay. Okay, we've got Mira.
Yeah, this boss is pretty hard because she's pretty random, and
Uh,
there's a whole lot going on, as you can see.
yes.
She
Wow,
shoots a lot of
immediately.
these, yes, she shoots lots of these knives that also stick to the wall. And if you dash into those, you of course take damage. And then after a while, they also start to home in on you. So it's quite,
Wow.
it's pretty hectic, yeah.
Because you're at, it looks like you're at max heat right now, just dashing as much as you can,
Yeah, it's
getting
pretty dangerous, yeah.
getting that 3 times damage.
When she has the last helper, she also summons these wheels around her that sometimes just dash right into you. You want to get rid of those pretty as fast as possible.
While they're
So,
circling around her before they shoot at you, right?
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
she's dead.
See you later, Mira. Whew.
Boss fights go pretty fast in this game.
I see. Okay, here we go with stage 4. How many
Four,
stages
yeah.
are in this game, Jaimers?
Seven.
I see. So, guys, if you want to learn the story, you gotta play the game, okay?
Yeah, this stage features a electricity gimmick. If you touch the electricity, you won't be able to dash for a couple of seconds.
Ah, so it stuns you for a little. Are you talking about these
Yes.
green circles? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you saw it in the beginning when you got in that circular thing,
Okay.
the green circular thing.
Electricity.
That's probably
will
the
hurt
worst.
you.
Probably the worst thing in the game because if you can't dash, then you're really quite helpless.
You can't be invincible. You can't keep your chain going through or building hyper.
All those things, yeah.
Hmm.
He has a bit of an underwater section.
Oh.
Your movements do get slowed down a tiny bit when you're in the water, but it's nothing you can't handle.
Can you dash through the electricity circles, or you have to avoid them entirely?
You can't dash through them. If you dash through them, you will get electrified immediately.
You will
Then
get
you
stunned.
can't dash.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You saw that big snake a few seconds ago. That one will appear quite a few times throughout the stage.
Ah.
You can't kill it, but you can shoot it for extra damage
Okay.
to increase your chain.
Boy, it is annoying. Boy, that snake.
Yeah. It's a pest, yeah.
Wow, nice dodges on those yellow lasers. Wow.
Those big robots will die in one hit from one bazooka. You can shoot them twice with the rifle for some extra damage.
I see. So that's why you're
Shoot them
doing
twice.
rifle
Shoot
shots.
them twice with the rifle and then shoot them with the bazooka. Get like twice the amount of score from the enemy that way.
Wow, the risk and reward. So it's like sometimes the rifle is like a tagging laser, right? You know,
Yeah,
you're
sort of
using it
like
to
that.
damage and
It's optimizing.
yeah.
Optimizing the amount of damage you do to all the enemies. This part is actually pretty hard to chain through because the snake disappears for quite a while.
And there's
And just have
green
yeah.
electricity. Yeah.
Just have to use the bullets to keep the chain going by dashing through them.
Ah, I see. With all the bullets on the screen, you're dashing through them. Keeps your chain.
Yeah, dashing through bullets also raises the chain gog.
Yeah, I see. Now we have Sham. Oh, she's like, come on, Sham, let's hang out. She's like, no.
This fight is very chaotic, as you can probably already tell.
Wow.
She starts off by boxing you in this box. It's pretty tight and hectic, so I just like to save 2 hypers for that, so that you can get through it. And yeah, you can also see that she shoots a lot of electricity, so don't get hit by that.
Oh my gosh, it looks like a bad Mario Maker level with all those green blocks coming at you.
Yes, those blocks also explode when they touch the walls.
Oh.
That does a lot of damage, so don't get hit by that.
Okay.
She also shoots these drones out that follow you and shoot you. And these also explode after a while. And you can't dash through the explosion.
Oh no.
So they're quite annoying. So yeah, just try to survive as best as you can.
And you're just bazooking her frantically, right? Like.
Yes. Let's quickly kill her off, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that final attack is really dangerous.
Ah, okay. If you let her go on too long, she does something.
Yes. He shoots tons of blocks that will just push you into the walls, and then you will explode, and then you'll be dead. Also, this song has lyrics. You will never know this when you play the game normally.
Oh,
you will
I
then
can
kill
hear
the boss.
it.
Yeah, you will kill the boss before you can ever hear the lyrics.
Ah.
It's quite unusual.
So we got a question from the chat. Do different things do different damage if you get hit by them, or is it just dependent on your heat? That's from Salunas.
It depends on the attack, yeah. Some attacks do more damage than others. Some attacks do barely any damage, some attacks do a lot of damage. You will see later on in the game there's one attack that does a lot of damage. So here I'm just optimizing damage again.
Shooting the destructible missiles with your rifle instead of bazooka shots. Okay.
Yeah, these missiles don't actually give any score, but you can use them to keep the chain going.
No, go for it. Yeah, have fun.
You just keep them around, and then you kill them later for extra chain. These big enemies also have multiple parts you can destroy for extra score.
Oh, okay.
With the arm things. If you destroy both the arms, then the enemy will shoot a lot of bullets at you. So be careful of that.
I see. Wow, I really like this bridge that's passing around in the background. It's so simple, but
it's pretty neat, yeah.
Yeah.
It becomes even neater now.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Here you have these 2 robots. You want to wait to kill the second one before it shoots its laser with those rockets, so you can use them to bridge the chain. And here the same thing again. Use the missiles to keep the chain going.
So, I see. That's why you hung back on that.
Yes. Yeah. You can destroy all of these popcorn in one shot if you aim it right.
Oh, I see. You did that on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Because the rifle pierces weaker enemies.
Oh, okay. Bazooka shot, still in the corner.
Just kill these fast, yeah. And now comes a mid-boss. This mid-boss has sort of a secret second phase if you destroy all of the fans around it.
Okay.
Something with the sword is that if you dash with it, you get the hitbox for the sword becomes quite big, and you can actually hit all of the fans at once that way. And this second phase is worth a lot of points, so you want to kill it.
You definitely want to dash with the sword. Zayrok asks, do you ever use the charged rifle? I noticed you said it wasn't very useful at the beginning, but are there certain situations where you use it?
I can't really remember. No.
Okay.
It's not very useful at all. And here you have safe spots in the corners for these missiles.
Oh, okay. That's great. So you're just kind of sniping them off for more chain building.
Yep. And to keep the chain going, of course. Because that chain can drop if you're not careful.
Nath, our ultimate weapon. I'm Nath.
Yeah, I forgot to, not skipping, there's a lot of text, and not skipping it every one becomes quite annoying.
Yeah, that's understandable. Okay, so we have Nath. What's the story behind Nath? Ooh, she's like in a mech, huh?
Yeah, this boss has multiple phases, so if you kill the life bar fast, you can switch to the next phase pretty quickly. As you can see, if you destroy this health bar, you will skip to the next part immediately.
Okay.
That way you can kill this boss pretty quickly and safely.
I assume that she has a final attack as well, or a...
Yeah, that's coming up. This next attack fires off a lot of missiles that also track, but if you use a hyper, you can use your shield around you to destroy all of these missiles quickly and easily and safely. I did drop the chain earlier in the previous phase, but it's not too bad because, yeah, as you can see, it's 4,000 damage right now, so I lost about 4,000 points from that chain break. It's not too bad.
But it came at the end, so...
Yeah. Also, the end of stage bonus, you can see there's a shield bonus and a time bonus.
Yes.
Damage bonus is your chain. Time bonus is how fast you beat the stage. And shield bonus is how much shield you have left at the end of the stage, which how much health you have left. Those go up to a maximum of 10k, which is not too high, but still worth getting.
I see.
Anyway, stage 6 is the longest stage in the game, and also gives you the most points out of all of them.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much like a cave final stage that gives the most amount of score.
I see.
Here, I keep this enemy alive to keep the chain going.
Okay.
That big laser. Yeah, you saw that big laser just now.
Yes.
If you get hit by that at 300% heat, you lose about like 1/3 of your health. So don't get hit by that. Those things do a lot of damage. And then you have these big turrets. You can shoot them once every while to keep the chain going here.
Okay.
Just don't go too crazy on killing things too fast, because then you break the chain.
Okay. Don't break the chain.
Also, there's something weird, but it is the big wall. You can keep shooting it for extra damage.
Oh, so you're milking that, right? While it's leaving the screen slowly.
I'm still shooting it while it's off screen.
Oh. How'd you figure that out? Did you just notice your counter was still going while you were kind of doing stuff?
By accident, yeah. Pretty much by accident, yeah. But that's pretty much the bulk of where the most of the damage comes from in the stage.
Okay.
These big walls. Because you can milk those pretty much. Lot. You also see these turrets appearing. There are like 2 extra turrets on each of these walls, if you wait a bit. There's a 3rd turret, but that seems pretty hard to get in the Steam version for some reason. I could get them pretty easily in the old version, but it's really hard in the Steam version. I don't know why.
I wonder if that was the tuning, huh? Or maybe we can ask later on. Okay, so now we have more popcorn enemies coming in, shooting missiles at you.
Yes. You can pretty see that these are the same big lasers from earlier, but you are now different perspective.
Yeah. That red really looks... Wow. It's really, really just in your face.
Yeah.
Again, those are... You'll lose a third of your life.
Again.
If your heat is too high on that.
That turret on top of the screen is shooting those nukes.
Okay.
Those do a lot of damage as well. Yeah, just carefully pick off all the targets without dropping the chain. Occasionally shoot the big core to keep the chain going.
Okay. Shooting as it goes off screen again. Okay.
Yeah, you will see the damage counter go really high in this stage.
Okay. Is it because you can shoot the destructible parts of this battle station?
Yes. Spamming bazookas on those things will give you a lot of damage.
Okay.
Here I got a bit
Oh.
unlucky. Here I got a bit unlucky with the laser spawns.
Uh-huh.
But if the laser spawn a bit to the right, you can still keep shooting that bit of wall. As so a bit of a point loss, but nothing I could really do about.
Okay. Normally
Yeah,
you'd
you just
milk,
want
but
to,
you had to get
yeah.
out of dodge real fast. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you just want to hype to kill those two nuke throwers as fast as possible on top of the screen. Because those are really annoying. You can't dash through them.
Because they're missiles, right?
Yes.
Or
Yes, they're physical objects. You can't dash through them. Here you just want to pick off all of the targets for some extra score.
wow, this is really tense.
Yeah, you have to be careful as well because those turrets can come on screen and for a second and they will immediately point blank you in the face. So just be patient and careful. And also make sure not to drop the chain. Because that can happen if you...
So you destroy one core, now you're milking the wall.
Yep. I actually unlocked my lock so that I won't shoot the other core while I'm doing that. And that's the stage.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get like...
I just love
Oh, yeah.
Oyaji laughs. Oh man.
Oh yeah, this game has voice acting now for some reason. But yeah, you can get like 60,000 damage chain in the stage, which is pretty crazy.
Wow. Those flame effects are amazing.
This boss drops a lot of mines around the screen, as you could maybe see at the start of the fight.
Okay.
They are quite invisible, and they will hit you if you don't pay attention right at the start when they appear. Also, they shoot these lasers, these laser turrets.
Yeah.
These also do a lot of damage and are annoying, so you want to kill them as fast as possible.
Okay.
And now time for slowdown!
Slow down! Ooh, cave slow down! Yeah.
This slowdown is not intentional.
Oh wow, so
It's a problem with
intense.
this. It's a problem with the Steam port.
Oh, okay.
Slowdown is not supposed to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, the Steam version has a bit of a problem with the slowdown at the moment.
Okay.
I don't think they have it. I don't think they have fixed that yet. Yeah, stage 7 is the final boss. Stage 7 is just the final boss.
Okay.
It's not really a
Okay, we just lost Jaimers for a little bit. Hopefully he'll come back. Okay.
Yeah, the stage hazards from stage 6, you can just use them as normal attacks here. These giant big red lasers. And this part is really random and kind of sucks. Everything alright there, Frenetic?
Yeah, now we can see you. I can hear you. So now we're at the boss.
Yes, this spot is quite hectic. There are a lot of bullets, a lot of lasers, and a lot of explosions and missiles. You want to avoid the mine she drops and the explosions. And also don't get near the walls because the walls explode. You can dash through that as well. You have to be really careful where you're positioning yourself. You just find a spot, find an opening to shoot through.
So you're dashing around the boss as much as you can and trying to destroy these mines, which are the only physical objects. Except
You want to shoot the boss and just find an opening between the bullets somewhere.
you see.
Second phase is more of these lasers. And you can see me get walled completely here. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
This giant face full of lasers.
So the whole red is basically one big laser, and you're just.
Yeah, this attack is completely random, and it kind of sucks, honestly. Yeah, you can hear the lyrics say something about don't think life is unfair.
Oh,
I think I call bullshit on that.
that is so funny.
Yeah, this phase is really crazy, so I just save 3 hypers for it and kill it immediately.
Okay, okay.
So I have no idea how to do it.
When in doubt, hyper.
And then we come to the last phase.
Okay.
For this last phase, you want to deal damage as much as possible, as quickly as possible, to kill it as fast as possible. Because this last phase gets really crazy if you let it live too long.
Okay. So you're
But
bazooking her, dash bazooking her as much as you can.
Yes, and that's it.
Oh, see you later, Starbreaker.
And now more voice acting.
Yeah, I guess she can break stars because her name is Starbreaker.
Also, this video is going to get flagged for copyright. How do you feel about that?
Oh. Let's see
It's
what
going to
happens.
get false flagged. I can guarantee it.
Okay, well,
Because
you
it
guys
happens-
here
happens
that are
every
watching it
time.
live, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, the lyrics used in this song are from some copyright-free vocal pack that you can buy.
Oh,
And apparently,
okay.
a lot of people have put copyright on that anyway.
Jeez.
You can just dispute the claim, and you will always win. But it's annoying.
Starbreaker's not very chill.
No.
Okay, so she puts a shield around Starbreaker, trying to contain her explosion.
Could contain explosion, yeah. But that
Yeah,
also took a lot out of Sora. She pretty much just falls to the earth at that point.
Well, if you guys want to see what happens, you'll have to get to this and see it when you see it.
Yeah, and in the original version of the game, when it first came out, that was actually the ending of the game. And
Oh, it just
whether-
it just ended,
Yeah.
and people didn't, and you didn't know what happened. You're
Yeah,
just like,
it was unclear whether Sora survived or not. Yeah.
wow, how interesting is that?
Yeah.
Well, let's queue up the next one. So, did you want to do the extra stage? And
Yeah, to do the extra stage. Yeah.
okay, so we have a little treat for you guys. We've got a 3-minute extra stage, and then we'll end the episode. It's a little short and sweet episode here of STG Weekly. But the next one, can you talk about this extra stage? When does this appear?
This extra stage wasn't actually originally in the game. It was patched in later. Because yeah, a lot of people were angry about that ending.
They're like, wait a minute, and there's more. I bet they were thinking like their copy was broken, probably, right? They're like,
Yeah,
wait
there
a
is an actual ending. There's actually an ending to the game, but it's unclear whether she survives or not. Yeah. So they made this extra stage to pretty much make wrap up the story of the game.
Ah, okay. So this is just like in Evangelion. This is kind of the. Let me just cue this up so I get the video going. Okay, let me cue up this video because it's not working right now. I gotta re-add the scene. So, to game capture. So just bear with us.
Yeah, the extra stage is quite a bit more difficult than the normal game. And it also doesn't appear in arcade mode.
Oh, huh. Interesting. Okay, guys. Now, all I gotta do is queue this up, but it's not showing in my... Okay, I'm trying to queue up the video, but it's not showing up yet. So, let me try something again. Again, STG Weekly, without technical difficulties, is not an STG Weekly show. Okay, so I got source stage the extra one. I'm trying to
I
cue
mean,
this
it's what
up.
defines STG Weekly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, make it a brand, copyright it.
I know. This is so weird. It's the video is not showing. Not even the window. I hear the. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna re-add the source. Okay, we're gonna do a window capture. Let's try this. Okay, I might have to do some. Okay, there we go.
A funny story about that hard mode video. That actually got 2 false copyright claims
Oh
for that one
yeah.
song. Yeah.
I wonder how that happens. Like, does it just search on frequency or something like that, or?
I have no idea.
Huh. Okay, great. We're back in business. Okay, so let's go ahead and cue it up at the beginning. All right. So this extra stage is about 3 minutes, a little 3.5, about 3:45, 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So let's go ahead and get started. What can we expect in this extra mode?
Story-wise, this takes place like I've noticed many years later than the main game. And yeah, you'll see actually.
Okay. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and start it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah, it turns out that Sora went to sleep pretty much after that one fight, and then woke up many years later.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And then you fight these characters who might be familiar.
They're like, "Hello, you woke up. Now you die." They're like, "But I just woke up."
Yeah, there's a bit of a misunderstanding going on.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, this fight is might seem very familiar because it's the final boss from Suguri,
Oh.
recreated in Sora.
Oh. That's funny. They were like, "We want something new. What happens to Sora?" Here's the other boss fight from the earlier game.
Yeah, it got quite a bit adjusted, but still, it's because it's a very good fight as well. Also, there's a lot of slowdown here, as you can see.
Okay.
This is supposed to run at full speed and actually be very difficult, but the Steam version problems can be helped.
And now here's Suguri.
One thing they added in the Steam port was something neat. As you can see, once you switch to Suguri, the screen expands and it becomes widescreen.
Wow. And you have this Suguri-like, where you have like the border that you can skate.
Now it pretty much turns into a fight from Acceleration of Suguri,
Yeah.
the multiplayer game.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they originally wanted to make the whole game widescreen, but that obviously wasn't possible because of how the game was designed. You'd have to completely redesign it.
Well, it's nice that they at least give us this, you know?
Yeah, it's a nice touch. Yeah, these nukes do a lot of damage, obviously, so don't get hit by those.
Okay.
Which was a good time to hyper. Yeah, just keep fighting and then you'll win. This is pretty much what the acceleration of Suguri looks like. Here's a bit of an intermission fight. You can see these lasers coming from the side of the walls. Just dodge them. You can't dash to the lasers, so you have to be careful of that.
Oh wow, the big there's the big laser from Suguri. And then you're just dashing through it. You're like, give me more hyper.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is
You could see
beautiful.
all these attacks that Suguri uses are pretty much the attacks you can also use in our own game.
And then hugs. And then they're like, I want to see Suguri and Sora cross ship. And then here you go, guys.
It happened.
It happened. So, well, is there anything else you'd like to say, Jaimers? Sorry, I guess we had a short episode, but hey, that's good. It's better short and
Not,
sweet than the marathon ones that we've been having lately.
not,
So,
nothing wrong with short episodes.
no, no.
Uh, I think everything has been said. I think.
Well, okay. Thank you so much, Jaimers, for appearing on the episode and providing, your great replays. Again, guys, this is brought back by Fruit Bat Factory. You can find this on Steam, so please purchase this game, and you can find out what happens to Sora. So, really great. Orange Juice,
Yeah.
we're big fans of his here on STG Weekly, and so go buy the game. Support Orange Juice and Fruit Bat Factory.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, this is SDG Weekly, episode 90, Sora. Again, a big thanks to Jaimers. This is the F Man signing out. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And just keep an eye out for more stuff this year. We here at SDG Weekly are still going, and we'll keep on making it if you'll keep watching it. All right. Go play shmups.
Yes.
And
Bye,
we're,
guys.
we're out. Well, thanks for coming on, Jaimers.